Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? It's just me today, just Kyle from the Fantasy Phenom, breaking down today's 9-game NBA slate. There are a number of rest and injury news. Let's see where we start at. So, let's look in the Miami-Toronto game. Dion Waiters out. Luke Babbitt is a game-time decision. In the Atlanta-Cleveland game, Paul Millsap is out. Tristan Thompson is out. Cephalosha is out. Detroit-Houston, we have Reggie Jackson out. Sam Decker obviously done. New York, Kristaps, Melo, and Rose are out. Lance Thomas is a game-time decision I still have. San Antonio, Kawhi, Aldridge, and Powell are all resting. Seth Curry is out. Danny Green is out. Murray is still out. I don't think we'll get any other Dallas resting news, but watch out for that. You got Boogie as a game-time decision. Will Barton is out. Jameer Nelson is out. George Hill, Rodney Hood, and Derek Favors are all game-time decisions tonight. Oklahoma, Phoenix, we have Andre Roberson as a game-time decision. And in Sacramento, D'Angelo Russell, Jordan Clarkson, and Brandon Ingram are all game-time decisions. What the hell are you going to do? I'm just going to stay away completely from basketball tonight. I'm deep into baseball, but still got the sheets, still got things to talk about. We got about 3 or 4 games left. Damn it, man. There is just so much injury news. I don't know, man. It's expected. End of the season, right? There's so much injury, rest. Playoffs are pretty much solidified for all but a couple teams. But let's break into it anyway. Russell Westbrook, 14K on DraftKings. Whew. I told you guys he would get up to 14K at some point. I did not expect it on a 9-game slate. I cannot wait until we have another short game slate, if we even have any more. 13.5 on FanDuel, pretty much where he's been at the rest of this last year. The last couple weeks. Kyle Lowry, really nice game yesterday. He's playing Miami. Miami's obviously still fighting for that 8th spot. They'll come to play. I think you can play Kyle Lowry for 7-9. I do worry about potential limited minutes, but we'll see. Kyrie Irving against Atlanta. Atlanta's on a back-to-back. Obviously, Millsap out. Cephalosha out. So there's places to look there for value. Mike Conley against New York. I don't expect this game to stay close at all. And Memphis does have some pieces back. I am staying away. Just got news. Jordan Clarkson is playing. I personally am staying away from Mike Conley just because I don't know if he gets full run tonight. Goran Dragic against Kyle Lowry. I think at 7.5 on DraftKings you can look there. 7.9, I think I'd rather pay down. Schroeder at 7.3 against Kyrie defense without Millsap. I do like Schroeder tonight a lot. D'Angelo Russell, obviously game time decision. With Jordan Clarkson being in at 5,500 on FanDuel, I definitely look there. I like him a lot tonight. Ish Smith with no Reggie Jackson. I don't know if this game stays close, but Ish Smith is in a good spot, so I think you can look there. Brandon Ingram is playing today. D'Angelo Russell is playing today. All right, so all those guys that were game time decisions are playing. So that puts D'Angelo Russell in play as well at shooting guard. Tyler Ulis against OKC. I don't think I'd look there. His price is starting to come down a little bit on FanDuel, 6,200. Derrick Rose out, obviously. George Hill, game time decision. You're not going to find that out most likely until the late night game. Jameer Nelson's out, so I think I can go right back to Jamal Murray against New Orleans. We just saw what these two teams did the other day. 198 shots in the game. Almost everyone on Denver hits 5, 6x value, so I expect nothing different today. Go right back there. Denver is still fighting hard for that playoff spot with Portland, so look at Emmanuel Mudiay as well, man. 3,800. Definitely some good spots. I think my favorite, I would pay up for Westbrook, 100%. Just don't fade Russell Westbrook. Best DVP. Obviously, the triple-double story, everything, right? So just don't fade Russell Westbrook. Just play him. There's so much value on the slate. You're going to need him because everyone's going to be on him. I probably like a Westbrook and Jamal Murray line the most. I think I go there. With Melo and Porzingis likely out, do we want Kuz and or Indoor? I don't want anybody on New York, to be honest with you. I think there's enough value everywhere else that I don't want New York. I think you can look at Dedmon on San Antonio. You can look at Bertans. You can look at Kyle Anderson, Jonathan Simmons. I just think there's so many other guys. Do I like Fry? Not really. I like Kevin. If Cleveland rests anyone, then yes. Harden or Westbrook? I think I go Westbrook. Yeah, I go Westbrook. Definitely. Fade the Knicks game. I agree, Jack. I'm not really looking there at all. It's a game I just eliminated. Detroit and Houston. Again, I think this Houston game has a higher chance of blowing out than the OKC game, which makes me like Westbrook a little more. DeRozan against Miami. Not really looking to pay up there. I do like Devin Booker against OKC, though. Definitely can go there. I think you're going to be able to afford Westbrook and probably two 6,000 to 8,000 price, maybe 6,000 guys and two 8,000 guys, or either 3-6 or 2-8s with Westbrook and then some value. How do I feel about Ursan? You gotta. I mean, he's starting, so there's that. But I don't know that he's not really like shooting out at my radar. Gary Harris without Will Barton, absolutely. Andre Roberson is downgraded to doubtful as of news I just got. Hardaway Jr., yeah, I think you can look there against Cleveland. Buddy Hield, I definitely like against LA. Seth Curry's out. You can look at Tyreek as well, especially on DraftKings at 4-3. Courtney Lee, no thank you. Eric Gordon, Lou Williams, same price on FanDuel. A little more expensive on DraftKings, so I definitely like him on FanDuel more. Chris Dunn, no thank you. I'm not playing anyone on Minnesota today. Maybe not even Ricky Rubio. No, I'm just gonna fade that game. Damn it, man. Rodney Hood, game time decision. There just isn't a lot. I think you can look at Manu maybe, but even then, I don't expect him to play a ton of minutes. I see a ton of the young guys from the Spurs playing. Kyle Anderson, Patty Mills, Bertans, Jonathan Simmons. Dedmon's not young, but him. So that's where I'm looking, man, at the value here. You have just Bryn Forbes. There's just so much on San Antonio to target. You're gonna have fun trying to figure out which one to go at. I'm not even gonna try and predict. I'm not even gonna try and predict the San Antonio situation because that is anyone's guess. Am I on Yogi with Curry out? I think you can look there. I'm not really like high on him. It's still San Antonio. Two teams that are really slow paced. I don't like the game. If he's not shooting out of your radar, then it's a great GPP move. Fair. And then Wiggins at 6,200. Yeah, Wiggins is in my player pool. LeBron James, if he doesn't rest, great matchup against Atlanta, but I don't know how long this game stays close. Although, actually, yeah, I don't know if Cleveland really blows out anyone. Gordon Hayward, you can look there against Andrew Wiggins, but not the best game. Wiggins against Hayward, I mean, he's cheap on DraftKings. I'm not touching him on FanDuel at 7,400. Anthony's probably out. Gallo, I definitely like Gallo and Wilson Chandler in this game. Again, I think there's probably 3 games that I even look at today. OKC Phoenix, Detroit Houston, New Orleans Denver. Atlanta Cleveland, you can look at pieces. San Antonio Dallas, I'm completely fading. Wouldn't touch that. Minnesota Utah, not touching that. Maybe Gobert against Karl Anthony Towns. Miami Toronto, maybe a piece. New York Memphis, fading that completely. Sac LA, sorry, is another one. So Sac LA is in play. Brandon Ingram's in, obviously. How much is he going to play? We'll see. Coach hasn't had a problem with removing him before. Ryan Anderson is in play today, or is playing today. He's probable, so that will move Ariza back to the 3. I don't like him against Morris. I do like Marcus Morris against Trevor Ariza, though. TJ Warren without Andre Roberson, absolutely in play. I can see a Devin Booker and TJ Warren stack. What's your take on the San Antonio Scrubs? Good luck trying to predict it. That's my take on it, because I'm not touching it. Like I said, I'm fading the entire game. I've gotten burned by the San Antonio value way too many times this year. No thank you. But if you guess it right, you'll probably have a good chance at a GPP. So that's my take on it. I do like Taurean Prince again with no Cephalosha. Give me some of him today. I mentioned some pieces from that game. I can see that. Lance Thomas game time decision. Andre Roberson out. Cephalosha out. Kent Bazemore is out as well now. So, yeah, fire up Taurean Prince. He's going to get a ton of minutes now. Troy Williams, I think, is off the radar, being that Anderson is back. Brusino, yeah, you can look there if you want. No Andre Roberson. He's doubtful. Doubtful. Again, Kyle Anderson, Jonathan Simmons, all those guys at small forward, their value right there, right? I think, personally, if I were to go value, I'd go Taurean Prince, just for minutes. Ton of minutes there. Anthony Davis, absolutely in play. I don't think he's injured. Let me just double check, because this dude's always injured. No, he's not. All right, we're good. Anthony Davis, yes. I love Boogie today, too, but Boogie's a game time decision. Hardaway, what the hell? Hardaway Jr. doubtful and Schroeder doubtful. Yeah, don't touch this Atlanta Cleveland game anymore. I guess go after Taurean Prince. Maybe whoever's, you know what, I just see, if Atlanta's resting all these guys, I think Cleveland's going to rest their guys too, so. What the hell, man? This slate sucks. That's all there is to it, man. It's just going to be a ton of value. Where the hell do you go now? Anthony Davis injury prone is rubbed off on Boogie. Shit, man. I like Jokic. I think, you know what, dude? Honestly, if you're going to play this game, or this slate, you literally can fade every game but New Orleans, Denver, and sack LA and OKC and Phoenix at this point. I think those are the only games. Even sacks at risk of resting, so there's that. But OKC, Phoenix, and New Orleans, Denver. Those 2 games are not going to have resting players, so that's where you go in this slate, realistically. Let's literally break down a 9-game slate into a 2-game slate. So that's my advice to you at this point. Even if the big three on Cleveland plays, how much do they play? How close is the game? Harden, how close is that game against Detroit? They're terrible. I mean, it could stay close, and Harden could go off. So I think he's a piece from that game you look at. San Antonio, Dallas, again, all the value on San Antonio. Dallas, good. I mean, who knows if they're going to rest anyone else. Dedmon, absolutely, yeah. The value from San Antonio. Rondo's going to be out tomorrow probably. So Kristaps probably out. LaMarcus Aldridge out. Julius Randle, definitely look at there. James Johnson, no, not against Ibaka. Willie Cauley-Stein, absolutely against Sacramento. Talking about the center. Cantor, I love Cantor, especially on DraftKings, dude. We talk about targeting this Phoenix front court. Oh my God, Cantor should eat today. He should. But there's still Billy Donovan. So for what that's worth, Billy Donovan could still give Cantor 5 minutes because that's what he does. So there's that. Larry Nance Jr. is absolutely in play. Ryan Anderson, no thank you. Is there anyone else? Channing Frye, if Kevin Love doesn't play, there's value there. I'm telling you, there's going to be so much value on this slate at this point. You're probably going to get 4 guys above 10 and 4 guys at like 3-5 because that's what this slate's becoming. At center, no thanks on Karl Anthony Towns. DeMarcus Cousins, I told you I love him if he plays. We just need that news. Rudy Gobert is the other guy I absolutely love. I think you can look at Hassan Whiteside and Valanciunas against each other. There's kind of one-offs in that game. Marc Gasol, no thank you. I don't know how much he plays. Stan Van Gundy has said that he wants to get Boban and Henry Ellison 20 to 24 minutes each today. That's probably going to come at the expense of the Pistons starters. So maybe roster Boban because we see what he does in fucking 10 minutes. Put Boban in at your starting center, and there's another value play, right? So he'll probably be chalky because people love Boban. Capella, no thank you. See, that's another reason. I don't know if this game stays close. What is there on Detroit? Tristan Thompson's out. Nene Hilario probably won't play too much. Steven Adams, yeah, I look there against Phoenix front court. Alex Len, I look the reverse. Kupis is cheap, but if I'm going to go there, just go Boban. Minimum salary on DraftKings, 36 on FanDuel, especially against Houston, man. Dedmon, obviously, minimum salary. So let's just do a quick recap. I mean, there's really not much to talk about on this show, on this slate. So your value guys. So if Schroeder and Hardaway Jr. are out, you're probably going to see some DeAndre Bembry. You're going to see some... shit, what is that point guard's name? Damn it. Malcolm Delaney. You're going to see Taurean Prince. All those guys are damn near minimum salary. Taurean Prince is the most expensive. From Cleveland, if they rest, obviously all their value guys. You have San Antonio's value, Kyle Anderson, Jonathan Simmons, Bryn Forbes, Dwayne Dedmon. Am I missing anyone else? I don't think so. What's this news now? Dwayne Wade questionable, of course. At center, you have, let's keep going by team actually. So New Orleans, Denver, you have Jamal Murray, and Emmanuel Mudiay, but it's not really like a ton of value per se. New Orleans, not really, no value. Houston, not really. OKC, not really. Miami, not really. Toronto, not really. Memphis, no. New York, you have your point guard value. Maybe Lindor, maybe Kuz. there's just not. It's going to be a stars and scrubs day. Westbrook will probably have his highest ownership percentage in a GPP ever, and he's the highest price he's been this year. He's the highest price on DraftKings he's been this year, and he's probably going to have the highest percentage of ownership he's ever had in a GPP. There's that much value that there's literally not one single reason you don't play Russell Westbrook today. Honestly, you could probably play Russell Westbrook and James Harden if you wanted to. I would play Anthony Davis if I was you. I would go Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, and Jokic. And I'd build a lineup with those three starting because I guarantee you all three of those guys are probably going to have high ownership and together. So you have those three. Then you're trying to build around that. And that's where all the value is going to come into play. So you're just going to fill the rest of your lineup with value in mid-range. This slate sucks. Like I said, just break it down. Eliminate a ton of games. Eliminate the mid-range guys from the games you're not playing and look at the value. And then the studs from the games that are going to stay close. OKC, Phoenix, New Orleans, Denver, and SAC LA. I think of the three games you look at, those are the only three games I would look at. And go from there, man. Jokic or Cousins. I like Cousins more if he plays, but I don't know if he's going to play. We don't have that news yet. So that's what I would do, guys. Like I said, this isn't a slate for me personally. I'm just not going to invest heavy into it, if at all. I highly doubt I play an NBA line today. So be honest with you there. Spending a lot of time focusing on baseball. Perfect and scrubs don't correlate. So there will be a baseball lock show today. I'll be back today with Josh at 2:30 my time. So hour and a half show breaking down the 10 main games. For the other, we have obviously 2 games going right now. Another couple about to start. If you're playing those slates, hop in Slack. We are still breaking those down. So get in there. Otherwise, the main lock show, be back at 2:30. We'll cover the slate. We'll build the lineups just to show you guys. Again, if you guys haven't, if we kind of changed what we're doing with the sheets. So instead of, for baseball, instead of doing a spreadsheet send out, damn it, we're doing it on Google Sheets. So I do it in the morning, and then I upload it onto Google. So for you guys, so anytime I update, obviously when we get lineups in, they're confirmed. We have the precipitation chances, over, under, implied runs, everything. Splits, batter, everything. So if you want this information, sign up, take care of you, get you in Slack. A lot of good things to be said about that. As always, no, 2:30 West Coast time, Mike. So if you guys are interested in that, hop on it. I'll get you guys taken care of. Again, I appreciate all the support. If you guys enjoy the content, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll get the alerts every day. We go live. Website is in the process, so I got to show you this. Hold on. Why did it do that? Ha! Look at this. Coming soon. It is underway. The website is underway. So, big shout out to Brett. He's taking care of us. So we're excited to get this website underway and get things rolling, man. Hopefully have it up, and then we'll hopefully have a beta up in the next month or two, and then after that, it's gonna be just steady building there on out. So, as always, guys, thank you. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you in Slack.